Good day, everyone. As I come your way again, I remain yours, Habib Elemosho. Now, today, this morning, I want to talk about something, very exciting. I'm talking about birthdays and how we so celebrate it. Some celebrate the real birthday, some celebrate what they perceive as their real birthday. Oh, well, no big deal. As long as we celebrate being alive, as long as we celebrate a new year into our lives, that is the more important thing. But then we should not forget, March 5th, Obasanjo celebrated his 88th birthday, and Ebenezer Obey was on stand to serenade him. And everybody came. Peter Obi, the governor of Osun State, just name them. Obas, everybody were there to celebrate him. But was that his real age? I mean, the old general couldn't care. He just knew, well, he has to celebrate a new year, a life of faithfulness with God, that kind of thing. That same March celebrated Pastor Iye Adeboye on the camp, his 83rd birthday. Well, the erudite, God's general, we can't fault his age, whether it is 83 or not, because this is a scholar, and he probably had, a good profile, a good, thing about his age. I mean, a good knowledge about his age. But surprisingly, some week ago, the respected professor, erudite professor, erudite scholar, Nobel laureate, came forward to say that when they were young, they used to call Obasanjo Boda Segun. That means somebody who is older than you, whether it's a year or months or two, is older than you. But the war veteran, the general said, he's 88. Who is to fault it? Who is to fault that? If the man said his age is 88, and say no, it's not 88, that when you were young, you used to call him a Barashegun. Now, the professor is now 90. So how can somebody who you used to call Boda is 88 and you are now 90? Well, that's less for Obasanjo's miss if they are still anymore around to prove professor wrong or right. But then, when I think of it properly, I turned 70 in January. And I didn't know my real birthday and year until I was in my 20s. Yes, you heard me right. Before 20, I didn't know anything about birthday, anything like that. Even when I was in secondary school, there was no need for that. And when there came the need for it, when I was in the Ibadan Polytechnic, I had to swear affidavit. Can you imagine affidavit? Only for my dad, I think in a year after, to when he came back from the north, he went into his archives and he brought out my birthday, issued by none other but Adeoye Hospital in Ibadan. That is when I knew my birthday, and that is when I started celebrating it big time. So the issue of birthday is a very funny thing. At least in our own part of the world, birthdays mean a lot. But then when your birth was not recorded in a hospital, when your birth was, done by some local, people and stuff like that, and it was not documented, it's really difficult to say this is your exact birthday. And it was even a period when I was to enter primary school, I never know whether they asked us for birth certificate, because if they had asked us, my mother would have gotten one, and it would have asked my dad to send one. The only way they register you for primary school then, ask my mates, was just put your hand on your head to touch your other ear here, and that is it. And you are in school. So everything worked together for those who didn't know their birthday then. All they have to do is just raise their hand and touch their hair like this. And if it's there, then you okay, go in. So don't make a fuse if they say somebody is 88 and if somebody, the man himself say he's 88 and somebody comes around and say, he's 90, oh. How can he, the one I used to call brother now says 88. It's okay. All is allowed. Then, of course, with bad days, you also have people who quietly just don't mention their age when they celebrate birthday because they have official age and they have their normal age. Or they simply don't know what is their age. I mean, they just cook up one. So don't let's laugh at it when people say they are this age and people come around who are their peers or who are their juniors and say, no, that couldn't be his age, oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you don't want to believe his age, but believe that he's a year older. At least if he was alive last year and today he has crossed over the year, so it's a year older. So whatever it is, Baba, Okikeolu, Matthew, Aremu, Obasanjo, Ebora Owu, Baba Iyabo, I say again, happy birthday to you. Professor Soyinka, I say happy birthday to you. Pastor Iye Adeboye, I say happy birthday to you. My own very uncle, Professor Idowu Akanbi Sobowale, I say happy birthday to you. So, may you all live long and leave us a legacy to be proud of. Forget about it, whether you know your age, you don't know your age. We all know that we have grown a year older. So, cheers. I'll see you again in my next video.